Hi everyone, my name is Brian Kukan. I'm a Reiki teacher and practitioner, and I wanted to share with you a little practice that you can do on your own to help calm down when feeling stressed or anxious or in an emotional upset. And it's simply using this universal energy and placing your hands on your body to help move from a stressed state to a more relaxed state. You don't have to be a practitioner to do any of this. Everyone has access to Reiki. If you just want to do the practice, then skip this video, go to the second video where it is a 20-minute practice, and I'll guide you through that. Right now, I want to explain the session, if you will, why we're going to put our hands on certain parts of the body, and explain a little of the physiology of what goes on when we are in stress mode. So stay with me if you want to learn a little bit about how your body works, or just skip it and go do the practice if you wish. But when we're starting here in a stressed out mode, or anxious, or even depressed, or anything in this emotional out of balance state, what happens, a few things, is in our brain there's a little part called the amygdala. It takes over. It doesn't allow our brain to work as effectively as we usually can. It doesn't allow the signals to get to our prefrontal cortex. We can't think clearly, and that's what's going on. So we want to calm that amygdala down. We also want to give our eyes a break. I don't know about you, but I've been looking at way too many screens. Well, not too many, but I've just been looking at a lot of screens, phones, TVs, and computers, and tablets, and all this stuff. So we want to give our eyes a break, but while we're doing that, we're kind of calming down the frontal lobe of the brain, starting to calm down that amygdala, gaining our control back in our brain. We also want to work along the lines of this HPA axis from our brain down to our adrenal glands. So HPA stands for hypothalamus, the pituitary, and the adrenals. So the hypothalamus part in the brain sits on top of the pituitary gland. It receives the signals from the nervous system and interprets them. So if the body is in stress, or if the mind is in stress, it's getting these stress signals through the electrical pulses, and then it interprets it. So it says, okay, we're stressed out. Then it tells the pituitary gland what to do. And the pituitary gland then communicates with the adrenal, or the endocrine system, and then tells them what hormones to release in the body. And so one hormone comes from the adrenal glands. We commonly know it as adrenaline. It's scientifically known as, in the US at least, as epinephrine and norepinephrine. So that gets released in the body, as well as cortisol, known as the stress hormone. So then those get released into the body. So we're dealing with the hypothalamus, the pituitary, and then the adrenal glands. So we go down to the adrenal glands, sit on top of your kidneys in the back. The cortisol goes to the liver, and the liver starts to metabolize more glycogen, put more glucose into the system, because when we're in stress mode, it's the fight or flight or freeze reflex. So the body thinks it needs more energy to either fight for our life or flee for our life. So we want to calm down the liver from producing too much glucose in the system. So we'll work on the liver, and as well as the pancreas, because if it's releasing more glucose, that means the blood sugar is spiking. So the pancreas is going to release more insulin. So we want to calm all of that down. As that starts calming down, by the time we get down there, we're pretty well into the routine. So it's a very meditative routine. So we start calming down. Then we want to start activating more of the relaxation response. So we'll move from there then to the heart, because when we're in stress mode, that adrenaline is starting to tell the heart to beat faster, to be more on alert. So then we'll calm down the heart and the lungs to help calm down our breathing, to slow it down, because our breathing starts to speed up when we are in that stressed mode. So then from the heart and the lungs, then we'll get up to the thyroid in the neck, which works with our metabolism. So when we're in stress mode, our digestive system sort of shuts down because we don't need to digest the food. We need to just survive in the moment, not looking for long-term health. So we'll get to the metabolism, say, okay, let's kick that back on. We're ready to metabolize the food that we've eaten. The thyroid there, the salivary glands. If your mouth is watering, then you're more relaxed. If you're ever stressed out, public speaking or anything, your mouth goes dry, you're in stress mode. Easy way to tell. Then from there, since we're going to start digesting food, then we'll get down to the stomach and the intestines and the large intestine, the colon, and get all of that ready to activate that relaxation response. So that's the sequence that we're going to go through. That is why we're going through that, because we want to turn down that sympathetic response, stress response, and activate the parasympathetic response, which is the relaxation response. So I hope that makes sense to you. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me at any time. Just send me an email, brian@kukanreiki.com, KUKAN Reiki.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. And then if you are ready, you can watch the second video and I will lead you through the Reiki session. All right, hope you're all doing well. Be safe out there. I'll see you again soon. Bye.